go. Greetings. I'm the captain.
I am Rob Chapman playing a Starla from the amazing Paul Reed Smith guitars.
And I've got a Mira, or a Mira, depending on how you want to pronounce that. And over my shoulder here, over my right shoulder, is a new PRS Custom 24. But these are from a new line from PRS called the S2 line. And it's a little kind of change of direction from PRS, so nothing's changing to what you know and love in the Custom 22 and 24 and all the kind of super duper high end sort of stuff that you see come out. But this is an attempt by PRS to do something that's in between your typical kind of Custom 24 sort of territory and your current SE territory by making a more affordable American-made PRS range of guitars.
Because the SEs are really, really affordable, fantastic quality instruments, just great value for money.
Yep.
Very well made, and then the American stuff is super high spec, fairly expensive, but you get what you pay for. And this is a hole right in the middle, snugly fitting.
Yeah, and because some people want to buy American instruments, and we know that from, you look at things like Gibson Studios and Fender Highway. Sometimes there's an argument there that sort of says, well, the spec doesn't look that much different to perhaps the sort of the Korean or the Far Eastern or the Mexican kind of in Fender's instance. But just the fact that it says, made in the USA on the headstock is that little bit of magic that says to someone, that's what I want. So this is kind of what these are at. So tell me about your guitar first, because yours is probably the biggest departure from anything I've seen PRS do.
Well, the first thing, obviously, it's got a massive licensed Bigsby right here.
Very cool.
Which is awesome. Just got through demonstrating the Chris Cornell Gibson, which also had a little fairy door here as well. You do that and magic enters your life. These are great tremolos. Like I said in the previous demonstration, the cool thing about Bigsby's is that when you deploy the bar, every string kind of moves at the same rate. They're even, so it's great for chords and tremoloing on chords. Here's a little example of that. It chord taps nicely, put it in the middle position, back off the volume slightly.
Very vintage sounding.
And you can pull this one back too. And it stays in tune.
What else have we got on your Starla?
Well, we've got a three-way, 1, 2, 3-way. We've got a call tap, 3-way.
They kind of look a bit weird, these pickups.
Yes.
What have we got here?
These are Starla humbuckers. So they're called Starla and they're PRS humbuckers. And they are humbuckers. They buck the hum because you've got a call tap here to turn them into single coils.
Yep.
And there you go. So you can get a fat, dirty
give us some of your tones.
A tonal spectrum for you if you want. There's your neck. Midway. Snappy. But if you tap it out, you get some in the middle position.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and then neck.
You're going to play the theme tune to Pot Black whenever you start off. Did you
No,
that? And
in case you get a bit tasty, it's got a little safety rubber bit there that you can protect yourself with, but you can put it back on there and it keeps your rod of joy securely safe from those that might clamber onto stage and try and grasp you. So let's put gain through this and make it sound more like it's got gain in it, because that would be fun. It plays really nicely.
It's cool, isn't it?
If you take a look at the back is attractive, which is a good thing. Clearly made from tree woods. Nice gloss finished neck here, and for some reason I'm quite liking this. The back of the headstock being
painted
black.
a different colour. That's kind of funky, isn't it?
Just
is that to stop when you're on stage, to stop the light getting in the drummer's eyes?
Oh, I think it's
putting him off the beat or something like that?
Definitely because of reasons.
Almost certainly. So these are, if you're familiar with the PRS range of sort of neck profiles, all three of these guitars use what's called the pattern regular feel, which is a kind of, I guess, you know, chubby-ish
Well, it's all subjective,
to man's neck, isn't it?
That doesn't feel that manly.
You think so?
It's an in-betweener for me.
I quite like it.
Maybe we got massive hands, Lee.
Must
that could
be
be
that.
what it is.
They're all 25-inch scale lengths, and they all use the PRS Phase 2 sort of top locking tuners, which are kind of cool. What else you got in yours? You got Roland
jumbo frets. He says, looking at the man from PRS. Jumbo frets.
Jumbo-ish, don't
yes,
they?
they are jumbo-ish, and definitely jumbo frets. Yeah, look at that wizardry. It just sounds great. It feels great. I'm liking the Batman-inspired scratch plate as well.
And you can get different colours on that. So what you need to do is go to the Andertons website, and there'll be a full list of all the different colours.
Yeah, go there and buy things. And for my money, some of the best tuning and tone knobs money can buy, because they grip and they look awesome.
And there was something else I wanted to tell you about the Starla as well, and it's escaped me.
Was it this rosewood?
No, I know what it was. It was that if you want something a bit more in keeping with the sort of PRS, top end stuff, and you'd like this to have birds on the fretboard, you can. That is an option. It's a little bit more expensive.
For an extra $95.93.
Yeah, it's about another £100 to have birds on there. But if that's your thing, you can do that.
So Mira.
Should we take a look at the Mira?
We should do.
So the Mira. Now this is a double cut stop tail guitar here, 2 humbuckers. Bit like Rob's guitar, we've got a coil tap. So these are special designed Mira humbuckers.
What's happening now is that whatever Lee just did is not appearing on this video.
So yeah, we've got Mira humbucking pickups in here. So, and again, like Rob's guitar, we've got a coil tap as well. So my neck pickup, quite nice and warm sort of sounding, both pickups. And the bridge, which is gnarly. Can I use gnarly, is that a word?
Gnarly's a new word.
Like a surf dude word, isn't it?
Yeah, do that.
From the 90s.
When you were born.
Yeah, right. And then if I coil tap or split or whatever is in fashion these days, it sounds like this. So 6 different tones out of this guitar. Again, I can take the tone control down.
Feel of the Mira?
Of course,
I'm a bit of a Mira fan.
Let me just quickly run through the last couple of details. So we've got this cool stop tail bridge here. We're not sure if this is the new aluminium or aluminum one that's coming on the American stuff, but it does have the brass pole pieces, but it doesn't have the little brass inserts under the strings. It again is 25-inch scale length, all made of mahogany. Guess it kind of reminds me of something like a Les Paul Jr. sort of double cut or something like that. But
well, there's something classic looking about it, isn't there?
Like some sort of SG inspired scratch plate with a. I like it. I mean, it's kind of tough. I always think it's tough to come up with new guitar shapes. Am I doing that off camera? It's really unhelpful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do it this way.
But it's funny as well. do it again. Look at it really intently.
I really like this feature, and this one, and this one. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think it's tough to come up with a new guitar shape and for it to be something that you instantly go, oh, yeah, I quite like that. So that's pretty cool. But you play, and we will check out the other one shortly. Let's swap. I'm using a Blackstar HT5 210. Rob's using a Marshall SL5C.
This is a lot lighter.
Yes. They're a little bit more honky notes.
The Chappers seal of approval.
Yeah, that's good. Let me try this one through this here Humpty. Let me play my.
Did you just call that a Humpty?
A Humpty. My classic Bigsby tune. What, Chris Isaac's jam or something there.
Yeah. Chris, if you're watching,
what else? This is much heavier, this one, isn't it? Half of me wants to question whether these are real, proper, true humbuckers or not, just because it's... I thought it'd be quieter like that. The only reason I say this, and I'm more than happy to be totally wrong, but they do look like humbuckers, I suppose, but they kind of look a bit like those Filtertron-y kind of humbuckers that you get on a Gretsch or something like that. Goes into like a harmonic sustaining
feedback. Yeah, so do I.
Thing.
I
Cool.
like that. There's a couple of sweet spots.
Yeah.
We'll find it and then we'll put it in the video. There it is, see? Sweet spot.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is the PRS Custom. Is this just called an S2 Custom then? It's called the S2, just...
S2 means it's S2 line.
Thanit's you, disembodied voice.
It's the second line.
This is the second line. It's the second coming of PRS guitars. So, this in fairness, I think you could be mistaken for thinking that this probably was just an SE model because they've used the same bevel cut on the top here. But there's a few little things that are different. The knobs are different. The quality of the rosewood on the fretboard you can see is different. Comes with a nicer gig bag than the SE comes with. And of course it's got the locking tuners on the top, which the SE doesn't have.
I suppose the main difference should be the build quality because it's been made in America, therefore tradition dictates that it's made better.
It feels a little heavier than an SE does. Let's see what it sounds like. I know you guys are going to go, I probably can't hear this on YouTube, but this sounds a little brighter than the Mira, and I'm guessing that it's got something to do with the fact it's got a maple cap on it rather than just a solid mahogany, but it's got a little...
Are you saying that the woods make a difference?
But we've got the same concept here, so coil taps. Same sort of feeling neck, to be honest with you. Definitely the Mira is the lightest one of the three. What other rock out jam can we have now with these two guitars?
Well, what about one that isn't in the key of A?
What?
I know, Lee.
We've somebody commented
from
that.
Our viewers
I know. Please can Lee play anything in the key of A. So, just to keep you happy, I'll play all the same riffs.
How about in D? I'll play the riff to Bleed.
The same thing. Imagine I'll just put a capo on. How about that, just to annoy people? I play everything the same, but with a capo on. What are we doing?
Play some blues licks in D.
4th of July. At least it was the other day. Of course, the other thing that you get on the custom is a trem system. Although I haven't got the arm in here. If I did have, I could do tremolo things. But and these come in different colours too. Now, money-wise,
they cost them money.
They cost money. You have
but
to
that's
work
good
for a
because in
living
our
to buy
conventional
things.
society, we earn the money to spend the money.
You do.
So you'd expect to buy one.
But they are about well, they're less than half what a custom 24 would currently cost you. So the Starla, remember this one, and the Mira that Rob is ably modelling at the moment, rather glamorously, if I don't say so myself. Oh, that's the look. It's the Chapman look. The slight chin down, look forward, guitar behind head. Works every time. These are £995 if you like them with the dot inlays, and if you want them with the bird inlays, that's an extra £100. All the colours, I believe, are the same price. The custom, though, is £1,095 and only has the option to have birds on it.
Wow. Lee, how much does that one cost?
The custom, being obviously a more expensive guitar to assemble with the trem system and the maple cap top and all that malarkey, is $12.49.
Wow.
So still half the price of a custom 24, regular line. And these are arriving any day now. So I suspect by the time this video's been edited and put up, which will be sort of, I don't know, end of July time, we should have these, should we? Yeah, he's nodding. That's
awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, disembodied PRS voice.
So I don't think there's anything else to really tell you about these.
Well, they're great guitars. They're a reasonable price for where they're made.
And so now, guys, everybody who perhaps has previously looked at something like a Gibson Les Paul Studio and thought, what else could I get for that kind of dough? Can't get a PRS for that kind of money. Well, now you can. So you could come into Andertons, you could try these out alongside them, decide which one is your thing. And I like them. I particularly like, visually, I like this one.
I like the Mira.
But yeah, tonally, I like the Mira.
If I had one, I'd have a Mira. I think it's awesome. Well, I've been Rob Chapman.
And I've been the captain.
You take it easy, pick through.
See you later.